Today's topic is how to search data with the partial match with the Textbox text. So the name here is TO and the data is display, which is some partial match with this Textbox text. Tom and Tony. Now let's start. So double click on the search button. First let's add some namespaces. So scroll onto the top and type here using system.data.sql client or SQL client. After this, type using system.configuration. These two namespaces are used for connecting SQL Server database. Now let's add some references. So click on the Solution Explorer, right click on the references, click on add reference. In the search bar, type here configuration and select this system.configuration and click on OK. This system.configuration is used for connecting SQL Server database. Now double click on the search button again. I will paste the code for partial search of data. Here is my code for partial search of Textbox text. The first line of code is for connecting SQL Server database. In this double quote, I have to add one connection string name. So click on the Solution Explorer, double click on the app.config file, and in the configuration tag, add a tag that is connection string, and in the connection string, add a tag, another tag that is add, then name. You can give any name of your choice. I will give here data underscore connection, then connection string. First, let's see my database. This is my database. My database is school and it has a table called registration, and these are the field of my table, that is ID, name and address are the field of my table. Now let's try to connect this database. So click on the Server Explorer, right click on data connection, then click on add connection and click on change, and make sure you select this Microsoft SQL Server. And if you are using free version, that is SQL Express, then type here ./SQL Express, and in the authentication, Windows authentication, and select the database and click on test connection. But I am using here full version, so click on the server name and select the SQL Server name, and authentication, change the authentication to SQL Server authentication, and provide the username and password of your SQL Server, that is admin@123, and select the database. My database is school. Click on test connection, click on OK, then click on OK. Now right click on the connection string, right click on the connection, then click on properties, then the Control C, copy the connection string and paste it over this connection string. If you are using free version, then you don't need to change this password. I am using full version, so I have to change this password with my SQL Server password, that is admin@123, and I have to copy this connection string name. I am writing the connection string in this app.config file, because if there are any changes in the password of the SQL Server or changes in the IP address of the server, then we will change only in this, and it will be affected on all Windows form or on any button click or any event. Now we will paste the connection string name in this double quote. The second line is for SQL command, and my command is select ID, name and address, which are the field of my table. My table, so ID, name and address is the field of my table, and registration is my table. Where name, like, we will use like if we want to search something which is partially matched. So we will put here like plus this percentage sign, then text box name and percentage sign. If you put one percentage sign from in the front, then it will check the name which is something match from the left side. If you put it only in the right side, then it will search the text box which is some matching on the bottom side. If you put two percentages, then it will search from left, right and middle. So I have used here two percentages. Now I have used here try and case, because if there anything happen in the connection or SQL command execution, then the system will not crash or the software will not crash. So connection will be open, and I am declaring SQL adapter SDA. SQL adapter is provide a bridge between the data table and the SQL Server database. And I am declaring here data table DT, and SDA will be filled by this DT, and Datagridview 1 data source will be DT, and connection will be crossed. Datagridview 1 is the name of this text box, and the name of this text box is tb underscore name. So it will search the data which is some partial matching with this tb underscore text box. Now let's run the project and see whether it works. So type here TO, click on search. So it displays data which is some matching, partial matching with the text box.